Hey guys, my name's Chris and welcome to Health Drive, where we aim to answer a few of your questions on health and fitness and share a little bit of our knowledge as well. So today we're going to start from the beginning. We're going to look at all the basic exercises to a good routine. So we're going to look at glute activation, which should be the first thing you do in any workout, be it weights, run, cycle, anything, as we spend far too much of our time sitting down these days, so those big muscles on the backside all switch off. After that we're going to look at squats, lunges, push, pull, and some core work, rotation, and good old planks. So first off we're going to start with a bit of glute activation. We're just going to do a basic glute bridge. So this involves getting down on the dirty ground, lying back, on the back, setting your feet up in line with your hips, and knees in line with your feet. From there you're going to have your palms up. This will keep your shoulders back on the ground. And from there, all we're going to do is lift our hips up, squeeze for 1 second, drop back down. Up again, squeeze, keeping it nice and even, feeling both of your butt cheeks squeezing. And one more time, squeeze, hold for a second, and back down. If you're having trouble getting your butt activated in that one, just go up onto your heels. This will help turn off the hamstrings a little bit. So this one will be up on the heels, squeeze, and back down. One more time. Squeeze, and back down. And you want to repeat this about 10 times. So after we've got our backside working, we're going to go into squats. Nice basic movement, but it's the king of exercise as it involves so much of your body. So for the setup in the squat, we want feet about shoulder width apart on this one, about there. And from there, you're going to act like you're just going to sit down on a bench or as if you're sitting down on the toilet. So it's going to be bum back rather than knees forward. So when we come down, hands out just to balance. We're going to come down nice and slowly, keeping your knees out over your toes, dropping down as low as you can go, and then back up. From the side, it should look like this. So arms out, nice neutral spine, body's going to lean forward slightly, don't try and sit up too much. So let the body come over slightly, bum sticking out, and we're just going to come down nice and slow to that position, and then back up. One more time. We're down nice and slow, knees out, sticking your bum out, and then standing up nice and straight. The things you should look for in a bad squat is knees coming in. So if you're coming in and your feet are dropping like this, it means your bum's not working. So we want to aim to keep those knees out over the feet. That means everything's working nicely back there. And another thing to look for is from the side. If your knees are coming forward like so, that should never be the first movement. It should always be bum back, so you should feel the weight nice and even on your feet. So when you come back, it should be bum back, keep the knees out, nice even weight between your heel and toe. Popping that, and then back up. And that's our squat. Next up is our lunge. So this is going to involve a bit more glute work, stability through the knee, stops us wobbling about, and also opens up our groin area, which can be tight, especially on runners. So first up we'll look at a forward lunge. So a forward lunge is feet slightly narrower than a squat, so it's hip width. And from here, all you can do is take a good stride forward, about a yard or a metre. Step forward, and all you can do is drop down, keeping everything nicely in line. Body slightly leant over, and then from there you're just going to push off that front leg back to where you were. From here, step the other leg forward, drop down, then push off that front leg back to the centre. One thing you don't want to do on a forward lunge is when you're at the front, you don't want to shift your weight onto that back foot and then step back, because you lose all balance and you're not using the correct muscle. So it wants to be step forward, drop, push off that front leg, alternate, push back. Nice and easy. Next up, we want to look at doing we'll look at it from the side. So from the side, we want to step forward, body slightly lean forward, nice tight stomach, push off that front leg. Same again, pushing out, not letting that knee go too far forward, so we don't want to be causing this. Alright, so it wants to just be stride, drop, push off. So after our front squat lunge, we go into a side lunge. So this one, you're just going to step straight out to the side, sticking your ass back, dropping down, keeping this leg nice and straight. What we don't want is to have it bent like so. So it's nice and straight, all your weight out on this outside leg. You're going to push off the outside leg, back to the center. So it should be like so, and back. The thing we want to look for not to do on this one is having your knee too far forward, so you're up on your toe, you want that foot nice and flat, leg nice and straight, and what you don't want to do is shift back and push off the inside leg. So we want to be out, push off the outside leg, the inside leg is just a pivot. So it should be nice and easy, like so. After we've got that side lunge down, we'll go into a reverse lunge. So for a reverse lunge, which is a great exercise for runners especially, we are going to step back the same as the forward lunge, but just a good size step, about 1 meter. We're going to drop down like so. So the front foot stays flat, back foot on the toe, knee is anywhere between sort of ankle and toe, doesn't matter too much. What we don't want is to be up there or to be back there. So just nicely in the middle there, drop down, and then you're going to step all your weight on that front leg. So it's going to be back, standing up on that front leg. Standing like so. We're going to do one more. What we don't want to do on this one is stand up like so and step forward. So it should all be on that front leg when we step back and forward. Nice and easy. So now we're going to move into the upper body. So we're going to start with a push. The old classic. Press up. So it's a nice easy one, you can do it anywhere, anytime, but doing it correctly is the hard part. So in the press up, we'll look at setup first. So we'll do it on the bench, it's a bit easier. So what we want, nice straight body, shoulders over hands. What we don't want is to be back, like so. It'll be nice and far over your hands. Bum squeezed, that keeps the core tight. And from there, we're going to go into our press up. We want to keep the elbows nice and close to the body, like so. And then press up from there, slightly twisting your hands outwards if you can. So we're going to do a couple. From there, push and down. If you're having a bit of trouble with that one, it's exactly the same doing it on your knees. So you'd be on the ground in a half position. Make sure your shoulders are over your hands, bum squeezed, and we just go into the same press up, making sure our elbows stay nice and close to the body, not out here, because this is just working out your shoulders. So we want to come nice and close, all the way down, all the way up. Try and avoid just doing short ones, because they'll never get better. So that's our press up done. So now we're going to move on to our row or pull exercise. So it involves the back, great for posture, equals out all that slouching we do during the day. So with this at home, you've got to get a little creative. At the gym, it's much easier. So we're going to use a bar today. At home, you could use a table if you've got a TRX or anything to hang on. At the park, there's normally bars you can hang off, which work well. But today we'll use a bar and a squat rack. So all we're going to do is a body row. So it involves feet out, hanging back, nice straight body, bum tight, arms straight. What you want to do is put your shoulders back, chest to bar, and back down. And again, chest to bar, and back down. What we don't want to do in this one is this. So your shoulders are coming forward. We really want to try keep your chest out, shoulders back. By doing all this, we work on the muscles in between your shoulders here. So we're trying to create this movement here, if you look at my back. And that will help out with our posture. So in the last part of this video, we're going to look at the core, the part of the body that holds everything together. So we're going to look at probably one of the best exercises for it, the classic old plank. We're going to do front planks and side planks. So this involves getting down on the ground once again, onto your elbows, feet about shoulder width apart. From here we want to have a nice straight back, squeeze the bum, and which engages the core, keeps everything nice and tight. Want to make sure the shoulder is straight over your elbow, not pushed back like so. So once you're in that position, you'll just hold as long as you possibly can without arching your back in this position. If you feel any pain in your back, you're probably doing it wrong. So as long as the bum's squeezed and you're feeling your stomach work, generally doing it right. So in that, you want to be able to try and hold for about 2 minutes. You're going to start at about 30 seconds and work your way up about 5 seconds each week. After the front plank, we're going to go into side plank. So once again, elbow underneath the shoulder. With the feet, you can either go top leg in front or one leg stacked on top of the other. I prefer top leg in front. So from here, you're just going to lift up the hips, hand on hip, and just squeeze your bum there and hold for as long as possible, and then back down. So once again, you want to start about 30 seconds, add 5 seconds on until you get up to about 2 minutes. So with the planks done, that's pretty much all the basics of exercise. So a good way to get started on this would be practice all those at home until you're comfortable with it. Use a mirror so you can see what you're doing, see what your body's doing, and then you can change accordingly to how we've shown you in the video. Once you've got it looking pretty close, you can go into the gym, add weights to the exercise to make it harder, or progress onto even harder exercises which are related to what we've done here today. Or you can just use simply these exercises at home as body weight, do each one 10 times, repeat 3 times over, and it'll be a great workout. So I hope you found our video helpful today. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below and we'll try and answer any of them. Also subscribe to our channel, or we're also on Facebook, Instagram, all the rest. So if you want to follow us on there, we've got plenty of great ideas on nutrition and fitness and to help you progress along in a healthy way. Thanks.